Oh man, happy Monday. It's really pretty today. It's like 58 degrees and the sun is out. It's just really nice. So I'm sitting out in my car on my lunch break, having a moment. Typically I go home on my lunch break and sit and watch TV, but I don't know why I'm stuck in my car. Like, I don't feel like driving, really, to be honest with you. And I live like 2 minutes away from here. But I just wanted to share really quickly about how my day has been going. I woke up this morning and I was tired, but I was alright. Like, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a okay day. So, like, I'm going about my morning as normal, and my phone goes off. I hear it while I'm in the shower, and I was like, well, I'll check it when I get out. So I end up looking at it, and I had like a bunch of text messages, and it's from my friend LaKale. Well, she's my husband's friend's wife. So I know her through my husband. And I always joke like I stole my husband's friends because his friends love me. And why not? Because I'm mean. So she sent like this long text message this morning. And I was like, what in the world is she talking about? Because I hadn't talked to her in a couple of days. Or I talked to her Saturday and we were joking about something I put on Snapchat. So she sent me this text. I'm just going to read exactly what she texted me. So she said, good morning, sweetie. FYI, this is going to be long. I saw your snap yesterday regarding the baby shower and how you wish your friend hadn't invited you. And I felt your grief through the screen. Anywho, she felt my grief through the screen. She goes on to say she had a dream about me this morning during her snooze-induced coma. And in it, I was talking about how I was mad at Jason because Jason is my husband. I was mad at him because he so easily moved on after our loss. It was more to the dream, but it's kind of irrelevant. I said all that to simply say, I want to pray for you. I'm sorry. I said all that to simply say I want to pray for you, and I'm trying to, instead of call, because I want you to be able to read it and reread it if necessary. So then the next long message is the prayer. And it says, Dear Lord, I come to you as humbly as I know how, standing for my friend and sister, Jennifer. Lord, I pray that you heal her heart. Father, heal her brokenhearted. Oh my gosh. I'm a thug. I'm not supposed to be crying. Oh gosh. Father, heal her broken heart and bind up her wounds. Also, heal her womb and allow her to be fruitful. I have the faith that you have for them what you told Israel in Genesis 35:11. Quote, I am God Almighty. Be fruitful, increase in number. A nation and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will be among your descendants. Lord, I honor and I worship you. I ask you to no longer allow them to suffer. Allow healing, growth, and multiplication to come up to come upon their lives. In Jesus' name, amen. I love y'all. I thought that was the sweetest thing. I don't know, it's like whenever you have a miscarriage, and the crazy thing is, I sent a screenshot to my husband this morning, and I was just like, it's crazy, because I hadn't even told him, but we had a miscarriage back in March, and I just recently had another one, and we hadn't told a soul. Like, I told one person, but other than that, like, my husband and the other person, she was the only one that knew other than my husband. But to me, it's like, I don't want to tell anybody, because nobody, I feel like miscarriage is like taboo. It's kind of like, oh, something's wrong with you, or people aren't comfortable enough to talk about it, even though it's something that apparently happens a lot. Which, there's a lady that goes to my church that I've known for probably 10 years. I didn't know until today that she's had 3 miscarriages, and I'm like, what? And she was just like, it's something you just don't talk about. It happens to you, and you're supposed to deal with it and move on. And I'm like, so now it's like, in the back of my mind, it's like, this issue isn't important enough to talk to people about, because people don't know how to react. They don't know how to talk to you. And that's an issue for me. Like, I'm going through, I'm hurt, and I should be able to say something to somebody without them being like, oh, well, that's God's will, or, oh, that's what's, you'll be fine, or, oh, you'll have other kids. Like, yeah, I may have other kids, but I wanted that one. Like, why is that so hard to, I don't know, but it's just interesting. And I think today is, I've just been really emotional, because even Laquel, who sent that text message in prayer, she was just like, I saw where she put on Facebook that she was really emotional today, and I'm like, what the crap is going on? Like, what are you and brother doing? And she was just like, that dream that I had about you. And I was like, I guess to me, it made me feel, I don't know how to explain how I felt about it, because, and I told her this morning, and I told my husband too. This is the first time I told him this, but last week I made up in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm not supposed to have kids. I'm fine with that. And I literally, like, last week I was just like, I give up. I'm not trying again. Like, I'm going back on birth control, because I'm on birth control because of PCOS. So now I'm just like, just put me back on it. Like, give me those shots, or the implanted birth control, or whatever you do to ensure that I don't have to go through this again, because it's a lonely thing to go through, because your husband, he's there, but he doesn't understand the pain. And I know his pain is different from my pain. And men process stuff differently than females. So you kind of look to your female friends to be there for you and talk to you, but then you kind of feel like, well, I'm a burden to them, because I know they don't want to hear this, or they don't want to talk about it, or things like that. So last week I was just like, I give up. I need to call my I was planning on calling my OBGYN this week to ask her about another form of birth control other than the pill. So when Laquel texted me this morning, and she was letting me know, she was like, well, there's other parts of the dream that I haven't told you about, that she's going to call me later on tonight and tell me. So of course I'm like all emotional, and I'm like, do I even want to know, or I don't know, but we'll see what she says. So I'll probably update you guys tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know, this journey, like, we've only been married for a year. Well, it'll be a year, November 12th. So we're not quite at a year. And originally we said that we were going to start trying at a year. And now we've had a year and 2 pregnancies under our belt. So, I don't know. We'll see what next year brings. But like I said, I told my friend this morning, I was like, well, about me saying last week that I was giving up. I didn't want to do it anymore. And she was just like, I'm not sure why I was having dreams about you. And I was like, well, because I gave up last week and God knew he couldn't tell me because I wasn't going to believe it. I was going to be like, bruh, I said whatever, I'm done. But for me, I receive a lot of my confirmation through other people. So I do know it's God telling me this stuff, because and it's always someone that I least expect. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have like a TTC journey on this channel, but I don't know. I'm trying to get all my tears out before I go back into work. So it's been a interesting day so far, to say the least. But yeah, if you're watching this and you have not experienced a miscarriage or a loss or anything like that, congratulations, because this is not the business, especially being married. And because I feel like I'm letting him down. And I even told him, I was like, look, if we keep trying and I can't, by all means, like, I love my husband to death, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't want to disappoint him. I don't want to disappoint his family, because they're always like, well, when are y'all gonna have kids and stuff like that? And I'm just like, look, you still kind of young. I was like, go out and get you a young one and have kids, because apparently it ain't in the numbers for me to have them. But I'm just rambling at this point, so I hope everybody has a good day.